Let's take a look at the history of Southeast Missouri and Southern Illinois through recreated photos from past to present day. I'll take historic photos and recreate those photos with modern day video to show the contrast of what things used to be like and what they are now. My name is Morgan and I'm an independent filmmaker who enjoys history. And today we have the Cape Girardeau Broadway Theatre. Before I chose the Broadway Theatre, I was actually looking for photos of the Esquire Theater. And I accidentally basically found this cool photo of the Broadway Theatre, and it looked like something off this classic Hollywood movie. And if you see the actual building today, the one that's run down, and basically it is this shell of what it used to be, it's almost shocking that it was such a lively place at one point. So that was easy to choose from. Over here in front of me while I'm standing right about here. So this photo was taken from a height I just couldn't reach, so I had to use my drone to get this angle. This is Cape Girardeau's historic Broadway Theatre, located on 805 Broadway Street. It opened on Christmas Eve in 1921, and apparently it's responsible for Cape Girardeau's first traffic jam, according to a newspaper article. It was a vaudeville and movie theater until 1960, when it closed its doors for the first time. It was purchased by the Shirley Theaters Corps, who kept it closed until eventually selling it in 1969. They continued operating until 1984, most likely due to the Carasotes Theater opening in the town plaza. The Broadway Theater did open once more in the 1990s as a dollar theater, catering to the SEMO population. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to last, and it ended up closing in 1997, and it has been closed ever since. It was listed on the National Register of Historic Places in 2015, and in 2021 it suffered from a major fire. And as of now, the city of Cape Girardeau is in debate over restoring it or demolishing it. The theater has a flat roof over the lobby portion of the building. The auditorium section has a barrel-shaped roof, higher over the balcony area and slightly lower over the main auditorium. The theater included 9,440 square feet of space with a stage, lobby, 1,200 person seating in the theater, and 2 storefronts, one on either side of the main lobby area. For decades, the theater was the primary destination for entertainment. It was the center of life in the city, kind of what the Show Me Center is now today. It was a brief escape from the everyday stresses of life. The theater provided venues for town meetings, school plays, political functions, and just about any kind of group activity that comes to mind. The theater was the place to see and be seen. On a night out at the theater, you could see who was on a date, with whom, and it was a community-oriented experience. The Broadway Theater is an excellent example of this type of small-town community theater. Currently, like I said, there is an effort to restore the building by turning it into retail or living space. City leaders are also considering demolishing it, and I hope that doesn't happen. To the left used to be a pizza parlor that was eventually demolished and turned into a parking lot, as you can see now. And obviously it still is a parking lot, but just used for the people living down the street. And I think the main points to take away from this are, it's kind of shocking how time can transform things. And I mean, this place was such a beautiful, lively center of the city at one point, and now it's just this rundown building that potentially will be destroyed. So hopefully not. Hopefully they'll find some way to preserve it, but it is really shocking in a way, and kind of sad, but interesting nonetheless. So we'll be doing some more videos in the future of some buildings in Cape, or just in the region altogether. So tune in for more.